Have you ever thought about how odd it is that when we have something happen to us that we consider coming from an external source, for instance, a virus or a snake bite, we look to that thing that caused us harm for the cure? So, for instance, a vaccine comes from the virus, the antivenom comes from snake venom. But when it comes to things that we believe happen to us from the inside, things like pain, anxiety, depression, we do not apply the same principle. Instead, we still look outside for the cure. The truth is, just as the cure for the virus lives inside the vaccine, the cure for pain lives inside of pain. If you want to eliminate pain from your life, anxiety, suffering, emotional, physical, then the first thing you have to do is learn the art of being with those experiences fully without covering them up. You see, it's directly because of the avoidance of pain that not only does pain last longer, but over time it gets increasingly worse and worse. If you have an injury of some sort and you cover it with a band-aid, but you never deal with what it was that was injuring you, so maybe you have a stair in your home with some broken wood and you never fix it, it keeps cutting you. The injury may heal under the band-aid over time, but eventually you're going to re-injure yourself and you're just going to need newer and newer band-aids. This is the same situation with pain medication. So take opiates, which are a common type of pain medication prescribed in the United States. These go under names like morphine and Norco. They will definitely relieve your pain for a while. The problem is that as a result of chronic use, the body develops a tolerance for the pill, as well as, and this is the really important part, decreasing its own ability to withstand pain. This goes on and on like this. You take the pill, the body becomes acclimated, and the pain threshold goes down. So you feel more pain with less triggers, and you need more medicine to cover the increasing experience of pain. You can ask anyone who has ever come off of these substances after being on them for a long time. What happens is even the slightest scratch can feel like a knife wound. This type of approach to dealing with our internal experiences, the approach that favors covering them up from the outside, getting cures from the outside, what they're doing is they are making you weaker over time so that you are able to withstand less and less discomfort in life, and you need more and more numbing agents to control your experience. This is a totally wrong approach. This is backwards land, and it is making humans weak instead of strong. Discomfort is a normal part of life. Every day you experience discomfort of some sort. If you are weak, then when small discomforts come, things like an unexpected bill in the mail or a traffic jam on the way to work, you are likely reacting in extreme ways that trigger a stress response. And this stress response creates the conditions for even more weakening of your system, leaving you open to increasing disease. So what can you do to heal your own pain? The answer is, and it's not the easiest one, you have to move into it. You have to look at it clearly. When pain comes in the form of physical pain, emotional pain, stress, or anxiety, resist avoiding it or changing it at all. And instead, with eyes wide open, look directly at it like the monster under the bed and watch as the remedy appears. I cannot tell you what the remedy will be. This practice is experiential, and that means in order for you to buy into it, you have to do the work yourself. But I can tell you that if you are ready to take the brave step of healing your own pain, and it does require bravery, then the first thing you should do is begin to train in discomfort. Don't dive in too fast, though. If you do that at first, dealing with your deepest pains right away, you can do that, but what may happen is that it's too scary and it makes it so painful that you never want to try again. So instead, the way to approach it is to prepare yourself for success by training in discomfort on a daily basis with the small, normal discomforts of life. A practice you can begin today is to scan your body throughout the day and look for areas of discomfort. So you actually look for discomfort. Rather than changing anything, instead lean in. Look even more closely. Ask yourself questions like, who is feeling this pain? How does it feel? How scary is it? What does looking at it do to me? Once you're comfortable with small instances of discomfort, you begin to expand and work with more and more heavy discomforts. These have to be unique for you. It could be a long line at the grocery store or being stuck in traffic or some other trigger for you. Bit by bit, you train yourself in dealing with heavier and heavier discomforts. And over time, you will find that you become the warrior you have the full capacity to be. Then, when the big discomforts of life hit, and this is the real reward, things like sickness, death, loss, the unavoidable aspects of life, you will find that you are able to greet them with equanimity and peace of mind. I hope this tip was helpful for you. I'm Sarah Sati from Mindful Island. Until next time.